Oh, look at them. Lips are up. They're into it. G'day everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Big day on farm today. It's the beginning. Rams are going out with the ewes. These are the Turus. So these sheep are currently about 18 months old, and they will all go to a terminal sire ram. So we've got one south down just to see how that goes. I've got no reason to believe there'll be an issue, but just in case there's an issue with the size of the south down with lambing. They are Turus, they haven't lambed before, so be mindful there. And 5 Poll Dorset rams, and there's roughly, should be about 620, roughly 600 Turus there. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to count them out this gate. I'll see you back in a minute. 621 I make that. Won't be the most perfect count, but yeah, it sounds about right. Boy out there, is he going to have a go? No, they're too busy walking away. They are in poor enough condition. Not overly happy with them. Well, it's not fair. Very happy with them considering last season in the drought, they were our ewe lambs. We were trying really hard to grow them out, but last year was obviously absolutely horrendous. Could be said this year was more important for them. Get fed well in the run up to mating, but once again with the drought that just didn't happen. Sorry, I'm just trying to close the gate. Yeah, so they're not the best Turus we've ever had, but considering what they've been through, they've done pretty well. We'll get them there. We've still got a couple of months, really, 6 weeks, to get a bit more weight on them before winter, before they go on crop. And yeah, the way the feed situation is now and where they're going to, which you'll see shortly, I think we've got a bit of scope to get that weight on them. Well, there they go. Almost didn't happen. You know when you plan everything out and it's all going to happen, but it's pretty tight for time. Yeah, we just had that go majorly wrong. So we just set 399 lambs to the works, which is awesome. They're in 4 lines. We've got hand-picked unbellied, hand-picked bellied, not hand-picked unbellied, which are ones with either nuts pushed up inside or with nuts properly, they weren't weathered. And then we've got a wee line of shore lambs which are hand-picked. So yeah, got them done. What happened is the truck turned up half an hour early. That wasn't the big problem though. We crutched them, so we trimmed all the poos off the bum, all the poo wool off the bum, on Friday, today being Sunday, and then yeah, put them on a young grass paddock. It was juicy but not ridiculously, and they got plastered. Not all of them, just a few. So we had to crutch them again. Now of course we got them in last night in the dark, never really noticed anything. We were mucking around in the yards this morning putting rams out to the Turus, and yeah, we knew we had to draft them up. So the mob that we had to draft up, we shifted around, and I'm looking at this other mob going, oh no, this is at 10 o'clock, trucks to be here at 11. Yeah, so we started crutching. We got the vast majority done. There's 4 or 5 there probably that still needed done. That's all right, they'll be right. They were done on Friday, so they're cleanish. Yeah, got that done. Then of course the truck turned up half an hour early. There's 10:30, we still haven't drafted yet. So he's loading, we're drafting, everything's happening. We got it done. It's done, it's all right. So now we're gonna go out for lunch. Anyway, check these 2 out. You two been having fun? You been having fun? Right. Right, after lunch, just out here pumping water to these guys. Haven't done it for a couple of days. There's 17 cattle there. There's a 2,000 litre tank, and it is still half full, a little over, just waiting on the pump to prime. So yeah, that's quite cool to see. They're not eating too much. Anyway, these girls here are the early terminals. Now I need a ram out of here. There's 3 rams for 200 and there's about 220 ewes there now. There's another wee handful we've got to put in there. I need a south down out of them to put in with my normal terminal ewes. Next year we're probably going to do them all early. So they're going to go back around the road. Now you might remember when we did this, there's a line of these ewes that have got a Romney rams in them too. They've had their first cycle, their first 18 days. So I need those 2 rams back to put with the other ewes. They're 4-tooth rams and they're some of the best genetics we've ever bought. So we want to make a heap of use of that. Yeah, but we're going to put a tag in their ear, a black tag. We know black tag means works ewes, but they are all works ewes. They shouldn't be. It's not fair. They should be. They're aging out. They've done nothing wrong, so they don't deserve a black tag, but we're going to do it so we can identify them, so that we can lamb them separately, so I don't have to keep all these mobs separate, because just messes with your mind when you got to do that. So anyway, going to get these around the road after I've filled this tank back up, get everything sorted, and then we'll get these last 2 big mobs in and get the rams out. Those girls are looking alright considering. One race done with their nice pretty black earrings now. Can you see them? Not really. Oh girls, back up. So there we go. Tags are all out of them. Sorry, in them. They're identifiable. See the black tags in them. Got these 2 Rambos out. These boys are worth a lot of money. Come on girls. So there's the terminal girls, well most of them. I need to share that. I'll get there. Yeah, 2 rams in here now. Really should have got a count of that, but I've got a fair idea what's there. There's around 260, 270, maybe nudging 300. It's near enough. I will get a count before tax day, so don't worry. Yeah, so they now got 2 rams with them. They got a Poll Dorset, nice big one, and they have got a Southdown. So yeah, any lambs left to lamb in here should be pretty good. You gotta love well-trained sheep. Poley ram. Where's that Southdown boy? It's in there somewhere. Right there. Having a sniff, so there's still a few of them cycling. We normally expect sort of roughly 90% in lamb in the first cycle, and then another 7 or 8, 9% in the second. Obviously there's always a few dries. These girls are older and lighter, so might be a bit less than 90% in the first, and there might be a bit less than 1 or 2%, a bit more than 1 or 2% dries. But the way mutton price has been lately, it's not the end of the world. So yeah, it's also been a couple of very hard seasons, so very hard to criticise these ewes. They've done pretty well. So yeah, anyway, that's, yeah, they've had a full cycle, they've had a full, I think they've had 19 days. So yeah, there's still a few in here to go. Lighter end of the mixed age ewes heading to the yards. Still right. So here's most of our fleet of rams for today. Purple heads are older Omnis. They're the lower ranked ones. Blue heads are the better ranked ones, and there's 3 of them across there. We've still got to get in. They are 2 tooths and a 4-tooth, I think. So we're going to split these guys up into 3 lines. The blue heads are going to go to our better sheep. The purple heads are going to go to our poorer ones. We will switch up the balance there, however it works out. And the 2 reds are going to go to the terminal ewes. They are our Southdown 2-tooths. So there we go, 2 Southdowns. However many of those are in there, and then these 5. There's 3 more to go with this mob. There's the light ewes going to a Romney ram heading out. Still got to count that pen there. There's 447 here. I don't know what there's going to be there. 100 maybe, 150 maybe. We'll see. Yeah. 556 we make it. There you go, there rams heading out to see them. There you go, boys. Don't like those dogs. There's the big girls heading around. They're actually looking amazing considering the season we've had. Really happy with that. So the goal now is to get the rest of the sheep on farm looking like this, which we should get a fair few of them there by the end of May. Yeah, I think we've got a fair chance. Won't be all of them, but these are looking, yeah, really happy with these. Anyway, we'll get these yellow taggers out and get the rest to a ram. Well, we'll get them to a ram too, but a different ram. There you go, 8 very expensive, quite nice looking rams. Come on, boys. There you go. Don't worry about each other. There's a whole lot of ladies out there waiting for you. Oh, now you've worked it out. So 3 of these boys haven't been with the rest, and that does create a bit of scrapping when they get back together. So, come on, guys. Don't worry about each other. Bloody hell. There we go. They've just realised what's out there for them. Away and into it. And the Southies heading out to their terminal mob. Not really going to get a huge amount of money out of these boys this year because they're going to 140 something ewes, but it'll balance out because we have doubled up on the use of another one elsewhere. So we'll still have hopefully 400 ewes mated to Southdown rams, maybe a little bit more. We'll just see how they go. Terminal's new home for a wee while. Fatter end of the mixed age ewes heading out there for the night. They'll be right. Yeah, they'll get a day or two in there. Then they're going to go do that one. It's a bit of rougher feed, but they're fatter ewes so they can handle it. Still heading way down the bottom there. So these are the Tudus. They're heading to there because those girls, which are the light Romneys, which aren't that light anymore, are heading to right there because the feed quality in there is pretty bloody good and they still need a bit of a pickup. So guys, there we have it. The ram is out. Whole farm, everything's done. We've finished up with 2,328 ewes, the vast majority of which I'm quite happy with. Going to the ram, there are 1,276 going to a Romney ram, so that's our pool to keep our ewe lambs from. That's pushing the boundaries of how low we can go. In theory, at 100% lambing, which we'll hopefully never do 100%, that would give us enough ewe lambs, not to pick from, but to have. If we lambed 100%, I'd say there's going to be other things to worry about than that. So in theory, at 140, maybe a little bit higher, fingers crossed, percent, we should have a pretty good pool there. And 1,000 and I think it was 52, whatever it works out to be, going to a terminal, which is a pretty good ratio to be fair. Be interesting to see how the Southdowns versus the Polled Horses go this coming season. They're talking El Nino, yes, because that means a horrible, cold, wet spring, followed by a really wet summer, which means we grow grass and we can make big lambs in the autumn. But we'll see, there's a long time to go between now and then. So, yeah. Anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed that, and we will catch you next time.